Welcome back, guys. This is a pendant I'm making for my wife. As you can see, it has concave side. This is stainless steel 310. Really nice stuff. So I have to turn the outside. Well, what I'm about to do is to turn a second concave area over here. We'll be using this carbide tool, which was also used for this, as you can see. So this is ready. It's been cleaned. I can actually push the rod a bit back, but this is the setup. This is a wood slug that's been fitted, meaning it's being faced from both sides. And I have this. Now what I want to do, and everything has been cleaned. Well, this thing is set, and I really hope it can bear the brunt of cutting through this metal. We got a few gouges we need to get rid of. So here we go. I just cut through this. So we have our pin. We have our flattened surface. And what we need to do is just turn this side and drill a hole for it. Really, really tiny part. And I think it's going to look nice as a mount for this. So let's make a nice one. Now, if anybody of you guys know what kind of metal this is, and this is obviously some sort of stainless, same as this thing. It comes from toners and from printers and breaking down broken printers, obviously. So this is really, really cute. It's really soft. It's manuable. It's easy to work with. I really like it. And yet again, it's not that sensitive to rusting and so on. So on one side it should have a high chrome content, which would make it fairly tough and hard to turn and drill and so on. On the other side, it's really easy to work with. So it's a puzzle, and I'd really be interested if anybody of you could tell me the content of this thing. So we have a very cute little button, which I will polish on later on and so on. I'm going to drill it 2 millimeters diameter. Welcome back, guys. Well, for you it's been just a second. For me it's been months. This video has taken way too long. The same goes for this project. Now, in the previous section, as you probably know, and I barely remember, I turned this, and this is going to be the pendant holder. The chain is going to go through this tiny hole. It's not that tiny, it's a 3 millimeter hole in diameter. So we need to drill a centered hole. Right, so everything's cleaned. I've checked. I've hand polished the entire surface. These around by hand. I think it's a fairly good job. Not super consistent. It's not. But that's a hand sanding after all. But I am pleased. It has a nice, rough, textured, sort of scraped look. So, good by me. Let's get on with that epoxy thingy. Ah, come on. It never is. These things are a bit tend to bind. Right, where's the other gem? So we have one gem over here, this over there, and this over here. Right. I'm going to need really, really tiny quantities. Oopsie. So I'm going to take a bit with a Q-tip. Sorry, that's a toothpick. And there we go, the other part. That's all we need for now. Now what I'm going to do is going to mix these. And put as much as we can over there. We'll leave the rest. I'll wipe off. I'll wipe off with the Q-tip. There we go. That's one wiped. It's two wiped. Let's get that cleaned up. Nice. And away we go. And I'll give it another wiping. And now trying to get this dipped. We have an air pocket. What I'll try and do is squish the end. Right, now I can clean up everything. And I'll just wipe over here what I can. That's nice. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's nice. Like so. Perfect. So here goes one. Now this has been designed as a hollow gem mounted pendant. So basically the idea is, yeah, it's there, I think. And the idea is that I can put some epoxy over here, just a tad. Let me show you what I mean. Take this gem, invert it, and put it over there. And there she goes. There is one gem. Now I do mean to put a really, really tiny dab of epoxy there. So basically there's nothing that will interfere with light going through this passage. So I think we're done with that epoxy over there. Time to brew a little bit more. Now the idea is, let me use my magnification, and I'm smearing inside. Yeah. Inside the inner circle. Just over here. Nothing fancy, not more than a drop more than needed. And we're going to set this gem. Right, so I hope my head is not in the view. I know I'm looking at pretty closely. And hoping you guys are in the view. Come on. There it goes. One gem set. While this is setting, I'll start inlaying the inner bit. Now, and remember, we're using just a tiny dab of epoxy. But this stuff is really strong. The manufacturer guarantees 4,400 psi pressure. So this should really match and hold it tight. Although I'm using a tiny dab because I don't want to fill the cavity. It will not give as much light as it used to. Let me hold that there. There we go. There we go. First of all, I think the bottom one is already holding it nicely. There's no need for something radical. I just want to support it somehow. Well, this will not do. I can't seem to find anything so enough, so I'll just take a piece of that, roll it nicely into a ball, and that ball will give it enough support. There we go. It's sitting on a ball. Right. Let me get everything back online, and I'll find a nice little box for that. Changing scenery, I just wanted you to see it under more light than I can produce in my little shop. I think it turned out really well. I think it's really nicely made too, as far as I can say. You know, you don't testify upon yourself. But my wife did like it, so that's that's the key point. That's the whole thing. That's the bottom line. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day.